Uh-oh.
All right, everyone, welcome into um, Dungeons and Dragons Nerdonia Part 11.
The nerds are here. The nerds are here. Probably need a bit of a recap, but
A lot happened last session or whatever, so everyone ignore the spaceship in the lower right corner, and also it's not a Millennium Falcon for trade right purposes, copyright purposes.
it's a topiary.
This is the mansion. This is Honeycutt's mansion. We keep going back to it, so I was like, I should probably get a map at least.
He has a spaceship?
Yeah, I know. It's just sitting right there. You guys have walked past it 3-4 times.
Wait.
There's this
It's a
furry dude
topiary.
outside and a guy with a bandolero and a pistol. They seem to be wrenching on it.
A big hairy Wookiee looking guy?
Well, I don't know. It looks kind of like an abominable snowman. Dude must be like 7 or 8 feet tall.
Remember,
Copyright infringement, man.
If it hasn't been on the air for at least 50 years.
Yeah. Oh my God! If Disney came after me, I would feel so important at that point. I'd be like, really? My 2 viewers upset you so much.
I'm getting on. Give me 1 second.
No worries. They were just starting to talk about the Dracolich and where that was. So, and then I was like, crap! I forgot to message Darius.
I didn't even see the message that you already gave the warning. I normally do.
Oh, I didn't give a warning. I've been like dealing with car stuff, so I was late myself. Joe says he's gonna get on everybody on Saturday, or Toadstool.
Don't give my real name, man. They're gonna track me down. Oh man.
Oh
I
wait,
gotta go.
wait, it's right next to your handle.
On my yeah, on Discord, not on Roll20.
Oh, my bad.
They don't see the Discord channel, man.
That is true.
You're outing me.
I outed you, yeah.
I don't know my real name.
I've ruined your Twitch career.
I can't be Horatio or some kind of international. I don't have international flavor anymore.
That is your name from now on, Horatio. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
I think that's a great halfling name.
Are we the same level still by any chance?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna miss some stuff, so help me out here. A lot happened. So Toadstool is, first things first. So Annika or Ingo went in the maze room in the deserted temple basically, and spilt blood on the altar on the parallel dimension of some sort is what her assumption is. At which point the cocoons in the red church temple room cracked open. The temple filled up full of like knee deep, like milky-ish fluid. Another drow just randomly teleported in, a drow female, out of nowhere. Drow started coming out of the floor, and basically started suiting up, and outside the temple, like they're basically starting, portals were open, and it was a 40k kind of layout where they were going through portals in squads to attack and kill any other species that were not dark elves or drow, basically.
I do remember we did some sendings to warn some people.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did a sending to the high elves, who basically told you stop drinking and you're an idiot, and then you scared the hell out of the dwarves, I believe. Then you sent Toadstool up to go take the wagon back to town.
Good man.
He's still in the Lemon Grove, and the Dark Elves have been bringing him food and water, and he's just been getting high in the Lemon Grove. He completely forgot that he was supposed to take the wagon back to town, as we all assumed. Ingo put everyone in the party on the protected roster, so like the Drow and Dark Elves aren't attacking Toadstool. They're just keeping him alive. They're just not letting him know they're there.
Why am I imagining him running around naked in the field like an old school flower child in the lemon groves, just frolicking?
I could see it.
So there were two people that weren't on the roster yet, and it was Salazar and forgive me, I can't remember her name. The new player,
Oh, the Drow lady. Yeah.
Victoria, yeah.
Victoria.
Elenia or something.
Yeah, I can't remember her character name either.
Yeah, we're not going to use tokens on the map because it's not sized correctly. It made Salazar like as big as the dining room.
Last thing I remember was something about orange. Like, I think we were either told something about orange or told to find orange.
Yeah, we were supposed to find Orange. I think he was like gambling or something,
Yeah, he's at
right?
Greystone's mansion, basically, and you did a sending to him, and he said he was going to beat the hell out of these two guys because they owed him money or something like that.
I forgot about that.
El Reyna, that's the Drow. That was the new player.
Cool. Cool.
There we go. We'll put Toadstool on the map just because. So it's taken
I,
care.
I have I have the computer back up and running. I forgot I used my Nintendo Switch Discord cord to charge the laptop up.
Okay. And I think everybody was in the discussion room with Mr. Honeycutt and Red, correct? Looking at the documents on the table and stuff.
Sounds right.
The room with the red table to the lower left as you come in, that has like the red squarish thing towards the lower left. That's basically the coat closet where everybody was murdered.
Ooh.
Just for reference. So, because I kind of described this as how it looked, because there was a staircase in the center that went up and off to the left and right side.
Yep.
So I tried to find something that fit what I had described.
Cool.
The head Drow priestess made a portal for Ingo and teleported you guys back to town, where you were trying to talk to Honeycutt. You were starting to realize that for every good thing you did in this world, some weird or terrible thing happened in the world as well. You were also starting to wonder if maybe this was a prison plane or a prison dimension.
That idea was floated. I, of course, don't think it's a prison dimension because I don't know what I could have done to be sent to a prison dimension. I'm just a fluffy bunny.
That keeps getting covered in blood. That's hilarious. You'd be pink by now if it weren't for Rexalti casting prestidigitation.
I do that.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate you. There we go. All right, so we know Orange is the next stop. We know that we can send for Toad and maybe meet him on the road. If we can get him heading towards the... I assume we would meet up outside of town at the old mine. Wasn't that the one that had the road up to the Greystone Manor?
That's correct.
So I'll go ahead and do ascending while we are finishing up our chat at the mayor and see if I can't snap Toad out of his euphoria.
You know he's gonna be tripping balls, and then you're just gonna send him a message that he hears inside of his head, and he's gonna be like, "What?"
It's awesome because I'm hoping he'll still follow the message.
Voices are talking to me. I hear them. They're asking me
Wait,
stuff.
is
They're telling me
he
to do
at
things.
is he at the wagon?
In
Toad?
the wagon in the lemon grove.
Oh man, I hope he doesn't find all the rock candy that I left in my bag.
Too late.
You guys don't know that he had rock candy hidden in places that you guys don't even know about.
Well, don't forget, Salazar has a bit in his pack still too. So
Yeah, most
Yep.
people left their packs on the wagon, so he's probably got 20 plus pounds of rock candy.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's tripping balls, sitting in a lemon grove, just naked, laying on the softest grass he could find, staring at the clouds, seeing what they look like, and he's hearing this voice in his head go off. He's like, "Hey, meet us on the road." They're like, what?
Surrounded by drow.
Yeah, I want to know, like, so, if you keep with the messaging, he'll probably snap to it eventually after his long nap. And probably okay, so he's gonna get up. He'll kind of shake himself, and then eventually he will come to. But can I roll anything to see if I notice the drow?
I mean, you can do a perception check, but they're hiding pretty good. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yeah, so are they like black ops? They're gonna
Yeah,
just...
they're black. Well, and they all have invisibility and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna get up and put some clothes on and I guess take more rock candy and go find the cart. So that's my go.
All right, he said he'd come. It sounded a little funky. He's definitely going through it, but I think he'll meet us.
Do I notice, like, as I'm like going anywhere or anything, like everything's so quiet around me and like really peaceful, unusually so that it's like I just feel at odds with, like, why is everything so quiet around here? Like everywhere I'm going now.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't feel like you're in danger. I mean,
Oh. Well, I mean, if the drow are like just following me around, like killing all the things that are gonna harm me, I'm just like, do 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 do. I don't know. Anyways,
Kind of like a kid wandering around in the woods with your adult around. Your adult is the one that's, you know,
yeah, it's like I walk out into the middle of the road and in front of an oncoming cart, and like all of a sudden, Superman just
sticks and stuff.
appears, destroys the cart, and I'm like, yeah, cool. Guess I'm invincible now or something. I got superpowers I don't know about.
Must be all these lemons I'm eating.
Man,
yeah.
that was amazing.
All right. Does anybody else have anything else that they want to ask the mayor before we head to go meet Toad?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well, let's do it. Mayor, did you have anything else you wanted to say to us before we headed out to go find Orange?
No, good luck. He's usually getting into trouble. So,
Right. Then I guess off we go. Merry way to go meet Toad in front of the mine. Be right back. I'm going to go re-up my drink.
good.
So I think I do have the spell. I have to find of summon animal or something. So I'm not pulling this thing. So I am gonna summon an animal to pull this thing for me. Something cool though. So it'll be cool.
Oh, also, do you remember our discussion where now all of your forms are special forms?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it. I need to figure that out.
Not the mega special form where you can turn into like weird stuff, but like you can cast spells in your forms and like turn into like a muskox if you want and pull the wagon.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pull it. You're crazy.
Which I've been playing around making a druid, so I've learned a little bit. They've done quite a bit for this 2024 stuff.
Oh yeah.
So apparently one of the sub schools, Moon, the School of the Moon. Dang it! Now I'm
That's one of the
blanking.
broken ones, yeah, where if you build it a certain way, it's definitely broken.
Well, they actually let you cast while you're in that school. You can actually cast certain spells while you're transformed.
Yeah, you can shoot moonbeam while you're an animal. It's pretty cool.
And it sounds like they actually let you talk now in animal form, whereas they didn't used to.
I don't know if I read that one, but Jim's kind of you've been allowing that, haven't you?
Well, for yeah, any druid that's in a form can cast spells, so I'm
Yeah.
not limiting it because I don't think it's going to break the game. I mean,
Well, the talking in animal form.
Yeah, he's been letting you do it.
oh yeah,
I didn't know that was an official. Is that a class archetype or whatever?
No, all druids can do it now in the new 2024.
Oh, nice.
You can still speak in animal form. And you gain like a specific amount of temporary hit points instead of getting all of the hit points of whatever beast you take. It's just a certain amount of temporary hit points. They kind of simplified it a little bit.
I kind of like that. It makes it more standardized.
Yes, so that your beast shape is more flavor and locomotion. Unless you are a moon druid, in which case you can get access to some of the more powerful animals, and then you get to do more battle type shapes.
Yeah, I've liked druids so far. What I've played out of them. I mean, they're just so useful. You can do so much with them.
Well, you especially, man. Most druids can't just bloop, I'm a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and in your absence, what is it? Lilithian was maybe trying to turn you into a blight druid.
Is that the one with the spores?
Well,
I
blight
played-
druids. It's because then you could do crazy things like undead or arborations and stuff instead of like the other the other side of the coin.
Oh,
Like he just wanted like more weird stuff, I suppose. But it's your character. But he was just messing around. He's like, I should turn him into a blight druid while he's gone.
I never said anything like that, my friend. Ever at all.
Ever at all?
and there is no video documented proof, huh?
Nope, none.
I don't know. The way I stream, there's probably a good chance there isn't any video.
All right, so they're leaving town. I'm leaving the Grove. We're meeting in the wherever the mine is. Where's like how far is this mine away?
It's about an hour outside of town. It wasn't very far.
So we're just gonna say that we meet up there and go from there. Cause I had like a couple day trip or something, didn't I?
Oh, I don't think it was a couple days.
Oh,
No, probably. Well, you're pulling a wagon though through the woods. I don't know. That's maybe 8 hours. It wasn't like a whole day, but maybe 8 hours.
okay. Okay, so it'll take a while. I'll get there eventually. You want me to roll anything to, or just
No, there's not going to be any
One
random
forward.
encounters because if anything did attack you, it would just be exterminated and you wouldn't even know.
yeah? Okay.
All right, so you are actually going to leave the Lemon Grove though.
I mean, I guess I kind of have to. I guess if I kind of want to keep playing the game,
Okay.
it's gonna be a rather boring game for me if I'm just hanging out tripping balls in a lemon grove.
But your character would be having an amazing time, probably.
Yeah, I know. I mean, my character would probably stay, but like I'm gonna leave. So, and I like my guy, so I'm not gonna re-roll another thing.
Makes sense.
All right, so you get to the mine. Long story short, you get to the mine. The party gets to the mine, and then Toadstool still wouldn't be here because you guys didn't have to go as far, and you teleported to town. So
Cool. So probably just set up a campsite or something and wait.
So actually, what I'm gonna do to like I'm gonna tell the like ox or whatever that I got. I guess it's just gonna be a land animal. Just like go that way. Then I'm gonna go into bird form, like fly up and just scout around.
it would
See
probably
if I can
be
see
a
anything.
couple of deer, maybe. I don't.
Yeah, it's just saying like pick a element and
Some
it'll
elk.
be just an animal from that element.
You're talking about the summon beast or whatever spell.
Yeah, so I guess I can actually pick an animal.
Yep. And depending on your level and their CR, it comes as to how many you get. So
Yeah,
like if
so I
you
mean,
want
I picked the biggest, strongest one that's not like gonna destroy anything, but move it along real fast. I'd even pick something. I would pick something that even could like pick it up and like walk it faster than like wheeling it, if I could. So I mean, I'll be there in like 6 hours.
you could be something that could do that. You yourself could be.
Yeah, I mean, I could be a pterodactyl and I'll just pick it up and fly it over.
There you go. Be one of those Quetzalcoatl thingies. Those things are huge flying birds with a fly speed of like 90.
The what are?
I'm mispronouncing the name horribly, but it looks very similar to Quetzalcoatl. It's like a giant.
Hello, Doug.
pterodactyl.
This is Doug, one of my DEO friends. He also streams on his own channel and the DEO stream.
Hello.
Hey,
Him and Rolona, which is another DDO friend of mine, they're trying to get their TR lives out of the way. Their TR reincarnating, or I'm assuming they're Zergan or speed leveling. So
yes, what he said.
clearly, I'm not smart enough to get this map to show it in sections.
Are you using Fog of War?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a mostly black map with a blue room and a bunch of
So you
white
can see
squares.
the blue room. All right, I'm just dumb.
I can see
Very
the blue
tiny
room.
blue room.
Yeah, it's in the black.
Oh, it's because I'm using
I'm
two
not sure where
browsers.
we're supposed to be looking here.
Hey Toad.
There we go.
Send in the beast in our Discord channel.
Huh?
D&D Discord channel.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just turn into that bad boy, carry the wagon. We'll see you in 20 minutes.
Yeah, huge beast. Yeah.
I was just dumb and forgetting I had a second browser open. All right. See, I told you I'm the best streamer ever.
Yeah, you are. I only stream with you.
Sure you do. All right, so the majority of the party's at the mine, and then, like I said, Toadstool is maybe an hour into the woods at this point, being pulled by deer. You're not exactly sure what's happening, Toadstool. It's probably the drugs, but you seem to be going a lot faster than you should be. Almost like you cast, what is that? It used to be a ranger spell. No, like it used to be a ranger spell or a druid spell where
Yeah, the fast
well,
speed or whatever.
woods doesn't cause difficult terrain anymore. You can just go through the woods at like normal speed, like you're on pavement.
Okay.
I forget what the spell's called.
Yeah, another one. Land Strider or something.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, you're moving at like 4 times your normal speed than what you should be through the woods. So it's going to take you 2 hours instead of 8. And like I said, you're under the assumption either you're really flipping high or you don't remember it. Maybe it wasn't as far as you thought it was. And you would have heard a couple trees like whispering to each other before it happened, so you're not sure if the trees helped you.
Yep. So, like I said, I'm gonna be just a kid in a candy store without a worry in the world, going through the thing, just being like do 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 do. And eventually I get there.
Well, you're halfway there now instead of a quarter of the way, or instead of an eighth of the way.
Okay.
Like I said, you guys are at the mine, and Toadstool's not here yet. I mean, based on who would have the skill set for that? Well, I suppose the Lathian would.
I pull out some dice. So, anybody gamble?
Orange does.
Orange came down to the mine. Sweet.
He actually looks kind of jacked up, but you can actually, about the time you get there, you can see somebody staggering down the road, going like huge strides left and right. Like, they're definitely intoxicated. And yeah. And they are making their way towards the mine, and as they get closer, you would see they've been kind of. They look like they got rolled over.
Where am I?
You're at the mine, right? Or did you stay at the mansion? I thought everybody at the mansion was going, at Honeycutt's mansion was going to go to the mine.
Okay.
Where was I at last? Because I don't think I was with
'Cause
everybody.
last I remembered, like, V and I were in the bar. But
Well,
then I think we
remember
went to the mansion, I guess.
Oh
I
no,
think
that's right.
everybody
You
was-
were at the bar, and then Salazar. I remember you teleported back, Salazar, but I'm not sure if you were at the mansion or the bar.
Well, I know I wasn't with the rest of the group at the mansion if they were at the mansion. I remember that from last session when y'all were saying that before I kind of like dozed off apparently.
Okay, well, you could be anywhere in the town, I suppose. But I mean, at the same time, I'm sure Lelathian would go around and tell everybody that they were gonna go to the mine to find Orange, and that's what Honeycutt. I'm sure he would tell the party that the plan. So it's up to you guys, and if you're gonna go to the mine with him.
I'd send everybody messages.
How drunk am I?
I mean, I'll probably be in the bookshop, but I'll be like, okay, then I'll just like leave for the mine.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose you've. I think you guys spent an hour or two at the mansion, so you've had an hour or two to drink, Rexalti.
Cool.
And everything's free, so, and you're friends with the bartender. I think he was teaching you guys how to mix drinks, right?
I think he was, yeah. Like flair bartending.
All right, that's all the sendings I got for the day.
Wow.
That's 3.
Dog free drinks, rolls up Alice saying, yeah. Hey, man, I got a character sheet going for you.
I rolled a con save just to see how drunk I was, and apparently not very because I got a 19.
You ever want to play, Doug? I got your character sheet made, or not made, but like the token save. You could just be the guy that sits at the bar. You don't even have to play. You could just say Alice Thane's at the bar. All right, so that's where everybody was, and once again, so who would be going with Lelathian to the mine? I suppose is the question.
I will.
Yeah, I will too.
Yeah. I'm headed with Lelathian.
All right.
The party needs me. I'm a powerful wizard.
True.
The party
Oh,
needs
no,
you
you're
for
not.
prestidigitation. I think that's a spell that's been cast the most this session.
I personally need you constantly for at least that. At the very least.
It's a very good spell.
No, I wish I had it.
You are a very powerful wizard.
Next
All right,
level,
so-
I'm gonna have to change out chill touch or something.
Oh yeah. So the Lathian's saying you could play dice. Like I said, you are seeing an orange nerd coming down the road, meandering, very intoxicated like. And as they get closer, you realize they've been rolled over or beaten up pretty severely.
And he is obviously orange. An orange nerd.
Yes.
Okay.
Before I leave the bar, could I talk the bartender into giving me like a jug full of ale?
Yeah, dude wouldn't care. He'd give it to you.
Nice. I have a jug of ale.
You know, this party's never going to finish the quest. They're just all going to end up in rehab or something.
Nice.
I mean, we got our rock candy addict, a bunch of drunks.
I apparently don't have any healing spells. Oh, that's because we have the potions. The potions. So yeah, I'll take a potion bottle up to him and offer him a great drink.
Oh, he doesn't even. You don't even get any words out of your mouth. You're handing him a bottle. He immediately starts to drink it.
Also have healing elixir.
I'm glad it refills itself.
If you guys need it.
Oh well, Lathian handed the guy his. He would try and drink it all and realize that it doesn't empty, and then hands it back to you. He's like, "Thanks a lot. I needed that."
You're welcome. I believe we talked in the magic link.
You were the dude in my head?
I was the dude in your head. That thing you said. Not who you were imagining. Am I? Says the fluffy bunny in front of him.
He's like, "I thought I was just a little too drunk. I didn't realize you're a real bunny," as he pokes you.
I am a real bunny. Lelathion is the name. What should we call you?
He says it's simple. My name's Orange.
Orange. Okay, well that does make it easy. Are you feeling a particular draw to find something that may be wrong in this world and put it right?
I don't know. Maybe your little friend over there with a jug of ale. Maybe some of that.
Well, like
I like this guy.
So we've come across pink so far and red, and both of them have had like a draw towards a area where we found a crystal or a gem, and we've put that back in the socket. Something awful has happened, and then we've gained a bunch of levels.
His eyes start drifting off. You've lost him. Like he's no longer paying attention to you.
I don't think this is the right orange, guys.
And he's like, Pink's an idiot.
Yeah. He did die a lot. Or come very
So
close.
I have an idea. What if we ask the woman that we brought back, the one that I have a connection with, what if we just ask her if this is the right course of action, if what we're doing is like, because you said yourself, every time we do something good, something bad happens, right?
Seems that way.
So what if we just ask her and see, like, what she has to say?
I mean, and to be fair, I can't really blame it on like the universe at large or anything. Specifically, the both good and bad things are through our own actions. Just, we're just kind of stumbling around out here.
Ingo, who are you gonna ask? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
The lady that I have the connection with through the
Oh, the High
amulet.
Priestess. All right.
Yeah. Are you guys okay if I ask kind of some direction from her? I don't want to.
Oh, absolutely. You do you.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk off and see if I can connect with her and ask her those questions.
Well, the scary part is you actually get a response, and you hear like, "Yes, Harold."
Is she still hanging out with us, or?
Well, Ingo does this. I'm gonna uncork my bottle and offer some to Orange.
He starts drinking it.
He's not gonna get it all. We're just gonna pass the bottle back and forth.
I'm just gonna be like, can I have some of that?
I pass you the bottle.
Oh, I take it and I drink. Oh, that hits the spot.
I assume it was decent ale they gave us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean it was just normal ale. It's on the sweet side, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Is it mead?
Yeah.
Nice, it's mead. Mead is delicious.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask her if the direction we're going in is the right one. Should we find more of these stones? What's our purpose here? Why were we sent here? And what should we do next?
No, it's the best beer, Keystone or Ravenloft. Yeah. She would say, "I don't know what you're talking about with the stones. Um, we'll I'll discuss that more with you later. That might be useful in the cleansing. As for what you're to do, Harold, you've already done it. You've opened the gateways and reawoken the church for the cause."
I'm gonna explain to her what we've been doing and tell her that anytime we do something good, something bad happens, and ask her if she has any insight into that.
Well, she'd say, "I don't necessarily look at it as being bad. We failed the first time, and now we're getting a second chance to do it over." In one timeline, we failed the the great cleansing, and now we're getting a second chance at it, and this time we won't fail.
So this is actually happening. This isn't like we're not seeing like history kind of replay. This is actually happening, this cleansing.
Well, she's giving you the impression that she realizes that they lost the first time, and this was some kind of contingency plan. Whereas
So they're all
when
like sleeper agents or something?
no, so basically the Drow lost the first time because the whole upper world basically banded together to take them the hell out and won. But it sounds like they had a contingency plan in place to push the reset button of some kind. Which the dwarf didn't bring that up. That's why he was scared shitless, is because he was like, that, I didn't even think that was possible. I thought it was, one and done.
Well, at least the dwarves will survive this onslaught.
Hey, I mean,
And
I'm a dwarf myself. I'm just like fumbling with words here at the moment.
I'm curious.
So
Is
there's
there any other
nothing-
goblins in this world?
Well, you haven't seen any. Anyone that's not a nerd is either an animal of some kind or, I mean, you've seen Drow and then Dracolich. So, but other than that, mostly it's just nerds. And the only person you've seen physically manifest that wasn't you guys was the Drow female.
And there's nothing else that we should be doing. I'm asking.
Is there a way
her.
we can go to other worlds and get recruits and like recruit an army?
With
Well,
higher
you don't
level.
have anybody you'd be able to ask that unless you're waiting to ask Ingo, and then Ingo you'd get a response. She's like, "You can assist us, Harold, in the cleansing."
Recruit him for what?
If I were to accept that, could my friends come along?
Sure, if they're on the protected rosters.
And what would we be doing? Would we be soldiers or would we have higher ranks?
They'd be part of your squad. You could have them do whatever you want.
And if we didn't want to, would we be protected?
You're already protected.
Like
Speaking of which, your what would she say? Your druid is has been hastened and is halfway to you at this point.
is there any way he could be teleported here? Cart and all?
Yes, that can be dealt with. Give me a moment. All right, Toadstool. All of a sudden, like a portal just manifests in front of you.
Out of character, I could just imagine him tripping balls. I wish somebody could draw this stuff.
Oh
for
yeah.
each session. It's so amazing.
Is
You
it
gotta-
gonna be like so close that I walk into it, or am I
It's
gonna
it's
notice
it's
it?
kind of that's the gist of what's probably going to happen because they realize you're just fucked out of your mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my staring at some tree or something because it's like, hey
All
man,
this-
those leaves look funny. I'm just walking straight into it and I don't even see it.
All of a sudden, you guys see a portal manifest, and you see like a Toadstool just kind of stagger out of it, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen because he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Where the hell? What? Hey, what are you guys doing here? And where the
toad."
hell am I?"
I'll be like, hey, Betty.
Hey, yo, you, hey, yo, you.
All right, I'm just gonna go tell the priestess bye, and I will commune with her later, and then tell everybody in the group what she said.
That is what she said.
Okay, and then Rexalti, if you want to ask, I suppose Ingo would be the person to ask questions like you were trying to get answers to.
Well, my thought is basically like if we can get into interdimensional portals through these drow, get someone to open us portals, maybe I could find tribes of goblins. I'm a wizard. They tend to respect magic users and think you were powerful shamans.
Are you wanting to add goblins to the Drow army? Is that what's happening?
No,
here?
I'm not. I'm not adding goblins to the drow army. I'm planning a resistance to the drow army. I'm gonna warn the goblins.
Well, I can help you with ascending tomorrow.
Oh, right. We can just do ascending to the goblins. We just need to find, like, a chief.
Yeah, if you know of somebody I can send to, you gotta give me.
That's the problem. I don't know any other goblin, or do I, Demetrius?
Well, you know your family members in your tribe. I mean, it's not like you forgot your whole character history and stuff like
That's
that.
what I'm
You're
wondering.
just on a
because
different
I
dimension.
didn't write it out, so We got to
Well,
make
then
some
it's up to you. So
Yeah, we got to make some shit up right now.
But we did discuss potentially using the. This is out of character. We did.
I'm an idiot. I'm a member of a Mages Academy.
That's where we need to be sending information.
Yes, let's talk to the Archmage of a Mages Academy.
I don't have any more today, but tomorrow morning I can.
We do a rest.
I need a long rest. Well, yeah, I need a long rest, so because that's my 3rd level spells.
Aren't you guys worried that I can communicate with this high priestess? And I've shared like a mind with another, or with the same high priestess, I think it was. Aren't you guys worried that she can like read my mind and she knows what we're doing?
We don't know what we're doing.
Hey man, I just showed up. You're laying a lot on me.
That's
right
kind
now.
of my thought too. Is that we don't even know what we're doing yet. We haven't formulated a plan.
you're upsetting the drunks, Ingo.
It's a little concerning that she
Hide
might know once we do come up with one, but currently we don't have one. She has nothing to foil right now.
I just connected with her and
Literally
talked with her.
out wandering around.
We are protected. We could be part of whatever this is on their side. We have no idea what any of this is or why we're here.
I mean, we have.
I'm just saying.
What we do know is that they're trying to do a multiple genocides.
They're trying to do a murder.
They
True.
want to ethnically cleanse the land of anyone who's not a drow.
I am not
True.
a drow.
But
Not yet.
maybe we can, if we're part of this, we can protect our, would it be proper to say
Basically, you want us to be spies.
I think so.
But to be spies, we need allies on the outside we can report to. So I think we should wait the 8 hours for a long rest and do a sending to my Mages Academy.
Unless now they all know what we're doing. I don't know if they can read my mind.
And stuff, so we don't fully know what we're doing.
Exactly.
I assume they know that we are we as your friends are only protected because we are your friends. So I'm pretty sure whatever we do, unless it fully stops whatever they're doing, they don't care. They're looking at us as clowns that they keep around to keep you happy.
Yeah, we're inferiors.
That's probably the gist of it, Ingo, is they just you're important to them, but like they don't really care about these other people. It's just obviously you do, so like they're just kind of placeholders.
I feel like we're
They're just putting a note in their notebook, "Don't kill my dog."
Yeah, that's exactly it. Don't kill our dogs.
Can't you guys do divination? Don't you have a way to see like what path is the proper path to go on?
Toadstool can do that. Toadstool, Salazar. Toadstool and Salazar could do it.
I'll be honest, I don't know what we should be doing at this point. Like, I don't know what the right path is. What if, not that there's really any good reason to do an ethnic cleansing, but like, we don't know what happened and why they're so upset. Maybe there's a way we can diffuse it. I don't know, but like, I think we should do some, or you guys should do some divination and connect with gods and like find out like what direction we should go in.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, I was going to say, Salazar and Ingo, you also notice that Orange, supposedly he's part of the town guard, and he's supposed to be the best fighter in town, even though he's a drunk. But two things I forgot to mention. He's not wearing any armor of any kind, and he has no weapons of any kind.
I have Identify, which is divination. And I have Locate Object, which is divination.
Ooh. Locate the orange gem. Cast that on the orange, Jim.
Hey,
It's got
Perfect.
some limitations to it, though.
Just
And
saying.
it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Well, we got time.
I have to have been within... as long as you have seen it up close at least once.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to kind of shoot it out of the water because it's an
You
artifact.
can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry. I'm sure it's since it's just a different colored gem of one we've seen before, that we can cheat that.
I'm going to go with no because I'm not going to let you do it because it's basically of artifact quality, so it's no.
I think it also only lets him within like 1,000 feet, something like that. That might even be an older version of the spell.
Yeah, I think it's
No, it's still 1,000.
Yep. As long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
All right. So metagame wise, the GM said no, which means that it is within 1,000 feet of us, gang.
You wish. No, that would be hella close. That's like less than a fifth of a mile.
That's what I'm saying. That would be really close. So if he's shooting it down, and it's someplace within 1,000 feet.
No, I'm shooting it down because it would ruin like the story devices if you could just locate like all the things instantaneously and then teleport to them.
Well, I don't have teleport yet.
That's what the priestess is for.
so hey, Orange,
Yeah?
you're like the best fighter they got in town.
Yep, that's what they say.
Oh, I'm hearing a
What-
wager come.
What kind of
Punch
weapons are you using?
Punch him in the face.
I
What
just
kind
use my
of weapons do you guys use?
I just use my fists.
I got 10 gold on Ingo.
Oh, Lord, he's a monk.
Make it 20.
What kind of have you guys had any fights? Have you actually had to go to war or anything like that?
I mean, every now and then, like we'll get a monster in town or stuff like that, but usually, the Lore Keeper Society pays me to deal with it.
And you just fight them?
Yeah, I just fight them, and then I bring either the body quietly, or if they're still alive, I bring that to the Lore Keeper Society, and then they just take care of it.
Oh, dear Lord, he's a witcher.
We have a ginger witcher.
So no weapons, just your fists.
Yeah,
What's the biggest thing you've come up against?
I think I fought this giant worm once.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
I bet she could take you. I kind of try and throw my voice.
Dude, you gonna put up with that?
I think the rabbit could take him.
I wouldn't.
Do it. Come on.
Absolutely not.
I cast
Take
mage.
Ooh, are we trying to instigate a duel?
Well, don't you think it's weird that he has no armor and no weapons?
I use prestidigitation to throw my to make a voice come out of nowhere like pussy.
Maybe
Your group is going to turn into the Fight Club, is what's going to happen.
Maybe
I
it's
know.
just good and actually just that cocky.
Oh, I was gonna get. I thought I put that up, but since you just mentioned it now, I am gonna tie that up real fast.
Tie what up?
Sorry, I was talking to my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Make sure you put tarps down and you put it in the trunk where it belongs.
Double bag. Don't
Double
leave
bag.
evidence. Be smart. Don't be stupid.
All right, so one of you was talking to Orange, I'm sorry, or did you shift gears again?
Oh, some of us are still just trying to instigate a fight between Orange and Ego.
Oh, God.
I'm done with talking with Orange, and I am now just kind of wondering what we're doing next.
He has a
I'm
real
not gonna
don't give a
fight.
shit attitude other than when it comes to drinking. He just doesn't seem to give a shit about anything. Like, it seems like talking to you, if anyone talks to him or asks him a question, it just seems like a chore to give you an answer.
I know the feeling.
All right, well, what are we doing, guys?
Well,
Well,
my sorry?
our hope was that Orange would have a pull towards the orange gem like the others have. It doesn't seem like he does unless we can kind of provoke that out of him.
He
But
says,
otherwise-
you keep bringing up this orange gem. Is that what the hell Honeycutt's talking about? He keeps telling me I'm supposed to go to the mansion to get it, but this guy's got it and I keep gambling for it, but I just can't win.
Oh, yes, that's what we need to know. Yes. So
Well,
who's
besides, I don't know. Supposedly somebody at Greystone's mansion has it, but I've beat up most of the guys there, and I don't even think they have it.
Well, it's our only clue.
and who were you gambling with?
His guards.
The ones that you beat up?
Yeah.
Okay. So they didn't have it. Who
Well,
told
that
you
or I
that they
couldn't find
didn't?
it.
Who told you that they did have it?
Mr. Honeycutt. He was all like, you need to go save the world and bring me back this orange gem and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, shut up, dude, fine. So he gave me some rock candy, and I was like, fine. He said I'd get more once I brought it back.
Rock candy? What? Who's got rock candy?
Sounds like
I
we got
know.
more rock candy in it for you if we find the orange gem, buddy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm in. Where are we going?
He's like, you work for Mr. Honeycutt, don't you? He's like, I'm not gonna fall for that trick twice.
Come on, man! Rock candy.
I don't
pull
work
out
for anybody,
I
man.
pull a whole bunch of rock candy out, show him.
Give him some. Build trust.
I don't work for anybody, but I've noticed that each time we find another gem, I get access to more power and have a better grip on what I'm able to do to protect myself and those I care about in this current reality. So I'm all about maybe finding another gem, because if we do that, then we may have more tools in our tool chest to be able to handle whatever invasions are happening. And we may learn what the next catastrophe we unleash on the world is, and that may let us know what's really going on, in my opinion.
Sounds solid. We should do it.
Sure. Okay, I'm in.
So how far are we from the mansion?
Probably like 3 miles. You'd probably be there in about an hour.
All right.
You just keep going east and you'll get to the Greystone Mansion. Which, remember, that's the only place that actually deals in currency.
Hey, we have currency. Maybe we can find cool stuff to buy
candy.
too.
Yeah, don't we got a cart full of stuff? That's why I was wheeling this thing around.
You guys are trying to sell stuff in a bartering community.
We got loot.
All right, so if you're going to Greystone's Manor, you get there after about 45 minutes.
Cool. Are these guards all still beat up, or?
You're not seeing any beat up guards. It looks pretty tip top. There's probably 10 guards out in front, a couple archers on the top of the wall. It looks like a actual military fortress.
Oh. All right. Well, I suppose I better
It's got a
watch my
portcullis.
PvP. I'll go in polite.
Man, they are nerds people though, but they look definitely militaristic, and they don't normally have like the Roy G. Biv colored skin. Like they're all gray skinned nerds.
Ooh.
So that's different because you haven't seen any of those yet, other than the ones that lost their color.
All right. Well, I will. Greetings. My name is Lilithion, and we are here to talk to your boss.
Do you have an appointment?
We can have.
When would you like to schedule one?
Maybe 5-10 minutes.
It's very short notice. I'll see if we can make it happen if he's taking audiences at this time.
Very much appreciated. Thank you for your time.
He looks past you or whatever. He writes something on a piece of paper and hands it to one of the guards who goes inside a side door on the side of the portcullis. And then he looks past you at Orange and he's like, I told you, you can't come in here.
Sounds like
What did he
there's
do?
a story there.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Lilithian?
Sounds like there's a story there.
He's like, you keep coming here and you keep harassing the guards, talking about some orange stone, but you're not getting in.
What if we promise to keep him under wraps?
We have
He won't
explicit instructions, the commanding officer says, not to let him in. And at this point, you hear from behind you, Lilithian, and everybody else can hear it. Orange goes, oh, I'm getting in, bub. And he rushes past you extremely fucking fast.
What
And
species
charges
are the
the gate.
guards?
Oh, they're nerds. And he completely rushes past you, Lilithian, and he's moving extremely fast, like he's almost hasted.
I
At
guess
which point, who are you casting Grease on?
right in front of the one that's running.
Oh, that's Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Orange. I thought it was one of the guards.
No, Orange is charging the gate.
I think that's smart.
Okay, I misunderstood. I had to mute for a second.
Oh, okay. No, he said, the guard told him to get out of here or whatever, and he said, oh, I'm getting in, bub. And then he charged past. At which point, you hear, I've had enough of this, fire, and you watch him get shot by like 2 arrows. And he would collapse to the ground.
Go ahead over, take the healing potion. Start pouring it on him as I pull the arrows out. Feed him some and keep doing that until he's back on his feet. And then I pull him to the side and we have a discussion.
Oh, 1 second. Where I'm going to have to stop you. As you're getting over to him,
I should probably have the map up, huh?
he stands up with 2 arrows sticking out of him, and you watch blades come out of his hands.
Bob.
I
Orange.
posted a pic. No, I posted a pic in the where you roll dice and stuff like that.
In Roll20.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's orange.
But he's orange. Yep. He's a little nerd, but he's got like Wolverine claws and shit.
Nice.
Hey, Orange, calm the fudge down. Come chill. Don't
He's
make me
raging,
cast
buddy.
calm
He's raging.
emotions on your ass.
He's raging, buddy.
Oh,
All right. I cast calm emotions. Chill the fuck out. Okay, there's a second level spell down. So, I make him indifferent to. Well, I guess he has a charisma saving throw if he doesn't want to be calmed down. Same with the guards.
Well, he's just standing there with 2 arrows sticking out of him, and then he pulls them out.
So, unless they want this not to happen, for the next minute, the guards and Orange are indifferent to each other. Calm emotions.
Well, it would work on the guards, but as for him, he's just standing there breathing heavy, and he pulls arrows out, like I said, and you would watch the wound seal back up.
All right. So he is Wolverine.
no weapons, my ass.
Well, while the guards are calmed down, I say we'll keep him from doing anything too stupid, if you wouldn't mind. We just need to talk to your boss. And I then turn to Orange and I say to Orange, if you don't behave yourself, we can't take you in there. We can go in and have ourselves a chat and do what needs to be done, but we can only bring you if you can chill the fuck out. So chill the fuck out.
He'd just say like whatever, and he'd go back over towards Rexalti and motion towards the bottle again.
I'll then go to our goblin friend and whisper, this thing only lasts for like a minute. They're only going to be really chill around Orange for a minute. Is there any way we can disguise him? Do you have a way to, an illusion or something? Or Toad? Do you have an illusion or something? I know you guys are
Good question.
masters.
All right, after you guys are doing this, that guard that he sent in with the note comes back out and says, Mr. Greystone will meet you and one other individual of your choosing.
Of my choosing. That opens the world up wide.
And I need perception rolls from everybody.
I do have. Yeah, I have charm person, and it works for an hour. Perception.
Boom. Have perception.
I don't see squat.
Okay.
Me and Toad.
Well, you see Orange actually sniffing the air, Vivian.
I do.
And then he starts giggling and shaking his head and just goes back to drink. He's like, they're fucking dead.
What's perception? Is that wisdom?
Um, Well, it should just be like a skill check, a perception.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, go to your
based.
sheet and click perception.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
it's
it.
wisdom based.
All right, Ingo, do you have my back on this?
I got a 13.
Okay. All right, so yeah, like I said, Vivian, he just shaking his head. He smells the air, he shakes his head, and then he starts giggling. He's like, "They're fucking dead."
Did we hear that?
Well, yeah, you'd probably hear it from behind you or whatever, because he's, I assume, Brigzolti's towards the back of the party. And then Lalathian and Toadstool. You would notice the two archers are hanging over the side of the wall up top. And it looks like they got, with those rolls, that's pretty good. It looks like they got some kind of dart sticking out of their neck. And you can see they got black veins and shit.
Uh-oh. We've seen this before. Ingo, I think your crew's here.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull weapons because are they in the building?
No,
Like
these are the archers that shot Orange, but like now they look like they're dead. Like you don't see that, but if Lathian or Toadstool motions, you can see the archers up top the wall are dead now.
And I'm whispering to you specifically that I think maybe your hidden bodyguards might have done this, as they appeared to be threatening somebody in your direction, which is, again, why I'm asking if you would like to go in with me, because
Yeah.
I feel the safest in your presence at this moment.
Absolutely. Damn, good call. I didn't even think of that.
Toadstool, because you actually see what looks like kind of like the Predator blur. You see what looks like two of those climbing the wall, like up to where the archers are, and you watch them like pull, and then you watch the bodies get pulled down into the side of the wall.
I'm gonna be sticking my hand in my pocket, pulling it out, and just like licking my finger, like really squinting at the wall, and be like, "You guys see that? Like, there's those two. It's like blurry spots.
It's like a magic eye.
Yeah, like I can see it, but I can't see it.
You don't see the blurry stuff that he's talking about, but the bodies aren't there anymore.
Like you can look there, but it's not there, but it's there, but it's like it's something, but like I don't what and then just like licking his finger.
I was gonna say, and as he said, he's sitting there licking candy off his hand.
Yeah, I mean you don't see the blurry spots, but the bodies aren't there anymore after a few moments.
I just drunkenly say, there's four of them, right?
I mean, I'm seeing two, but maybe you're seeing two doubles. So
yeah, it might be.
Orange leans over to you, Rigzalti, and said, "There's 8 males and 2 females."
There are bodies out
That's
there.
A lot,
too, right? Like that's what is that? Like 15?
Orange just starts laughing. Sure, Bob. Sure.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, so you and Ingo are going in?
Yep.
All right.
I feel safe.
All right, so you two go inside. You're led into the antechamber. Let me open up a little bit more of the map.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's a lot of blood and gore there.
Oh, damn.
Oh, looks like they made it inside before we did.
There's
This is going to be a Quentin Tarantino scene.
Oh, with what was her name? Where she wore the yellow outfit?
Buckets of blood.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill,
Kill
yeah,
Bill.
that's what I was thinking. No, there is blood all over the floor, but you can actually see there's actual drag marks as well. Like out the
Is there
door,
anybody
like
leaving?
out the front door. So whatever got fucked up there got drug out the front door. You can see there's a couple of guards in here that are jacked up pretty good. And there's maybe 20 guards in here, a couple of them lounging around, and then the two that are beat up are like, he just wouldn't go down.
He's talking about Orange. All right. Nice. I assume one of them is leading us to their leader.
Yeah, it's the guy that's leading you is the one that took the note in the first place.
Okay. We follow him. I make as many observations as I can on the way. And if any of the guards happen to have a pleasant demeanor, they like nod and smile or anything like that, I will in sign language say they should run. Just in common sign language. You should really run.
One of them flicks you off.
Just trying to
Damn.
help.
Well,
Again,
no, they
common-
don't understand what you're saying. They just kind of look at a couple of them look at you, and then one of them just flicks you off.
I tried.
Is that all blood?
Yeah, there's blood around the table in here as well.
Damn.
You can see there's actually a body still lying on the floor here of a guard, and then there's another guy that's just like kind of sitting in a chair, like with a pool of blood underneath him. And at the head of the table would be a very what would it look like? It's a gray skinned nerd, but very gaunt. And he says, "Welcome."
I address him by the name that we assume is his because it's the name of the manor.
Yes, he says, "I'm Lord Greystone."
Greystone, yes. Pleasure to
What
finally
happened
meet
here?
you, Lord Greystone. I am Lilathian, and this is my good friend Ingo.
Hello. What happened
He would say
to your guard?
that orange individual outside the keep right now decided that I had some orange stone of his that he had to get, so he decided to come in here and start roughing up my help.
Hang on, this is all from that orange person thing? He did all of this?
Yes, his fighting prowess is remarkable.
Wow. Out of character, can we do anything to like help them, like with healing, like any healing spells or anything like that?
I mean, you
we have our
could.
potion bottles.
Should we do that or like?
I'm down if you are.
Yeah,
It always greases
I
the
have
wheels. Be nice.
I have healing elixir and prayer of healing.
Save your prayer of healing. Let's just use our potions because they're never ending.
Okay. Just in case this town gets like, you know, destroyed by something else, like might as well have some guards like healed up.
So,
Well, the guy in the chair, he heals up, but the guy on the ground is full dead.
okay.
Okay.
But the weirdest part is the Greystone guy, Lord Greystone, doesn't look like he cares at all. He's just sipping what looks like really thick wine out of a glass.
So it feels like it would have been way easier just to have given him the stone. So what's going on? You must really not have it then, huh?
Even if I
Otherwise,
did, it's in my presence, so therefore it is mine.
I'm just looking around and I don't know of any stone that's worth going through all this BS. Wow.
You would
Must be
see
very
he has a giant brooch that has like black iron or some kind of black metal, and then in the center of it is an orange stone that looks very similar to the other ones you've seen.
good to know. Good to know.
Hmm.
So, do you know anything about all of this that's been going down?
Yes,
Like
I'm well aware of Mr. Honeycutt's endeavors.
well, can you enlighten us cuz we're just guests here.
Well, I'm a bit at odds with Mr. Honeycutt, so the information I give you might not be entirely useful, or I might withhold certain things. What are you trying to learn?
Honestly, I'm trying to learn everything. Like I said, I am a visitor here and this place is a little kooky, you know? I mean, I know I'm a bunny and all that, but y'all are a little weird.
Well, I've
First
been
and
here.
foremost, I keep, we keep getting attacked by monsters and stuff and finding all this awesome stuff that we can't really use, but we also can't really sell because nobody uses money here.
Yes, I'm trying to change that, but the locals are dead set against it.
We just appeared here. We're trying to kind of get home, and we feel like, everything that Mr. Honeycutt has told us, is valid so far, and we need that orange stone.
I mean, we have one side of the story. Can you fill us in on the other? As much information as you can give us will help us maybe make our way back home.
Well, in my
Is that
time of being here, um, I've pretty much kept to myself, built my house, recruited the locals. I'm trying to give the peasants some culture, show them how a proper monetary system works. I'm trying to enforce a rule of law, but Mr. Honeycutt is trying to keep them in the dark ages, so to speak.
what
I'm just
what do
there
you
still sipping the bottle of wine and the bottle of mead.
The cup of, yeah, he's got a cup of what looks like really thick wine.
what do you know about all of this color and the lack thereof?
The links are so large, but I posted what the necklace looks like.
Excuse me.
The stones, I have no idea what the end game is for the stones.
Well, I mean, so you don't know what's going on here. Your main concern is that you would like to bring your society up to a more modern form of governance.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just a visitor here, and I can tell you that there's a lot going on here beyond the scope of that.
Care to
So
enlighten me? Would you like to sit down and have some food?
we can, but
My ears perk up at food.
information, knowledge is power, and everything has value, right? And that's what you're trying to bring to your society. So I feel like we should be, at this point in time, we should be negotiating.
I thought we were negotiating. It seems you're interested in my family heirloom, so in exchange for that, what would you be willing to do?
I would be willing to bring you up to date on all the information we've found so far since we've been here. And believe me, you you will be most enlightened. You may decide to change some of your some of what's important to you in this moment. We also have a cartload of loot that we would like more than happy to exchange with you for other goods to help kickstart your new economy scheme.
Okay,
So
I'm
you said
intrigued.
you came here. You haven't been here that long. Where did you come from?
He kind of messes with one of his canines, chewing his lip for a second, and says, "From a faraway place."
I gathered that. That's where we're from too. But would you care to enlighten us where you're from?
Barovia.
The what? All right.
Barovia.
And what did you do there?
I was a lord. I ruled over the locals.
Why did you come here?
I was out walking about once, and the mist got me, and then I ended up here. So I proceeded to
How did you
transition this as an extension of Barovia.
how did you obtain the gem?
Like I said, as a family heirloom,
Hmm.
So
gifted to
it
me
came
by
with
my father.
it came with you from Barovia.
Yes.
Out of character, is there any significance to him like messing with his canines like that?
He's a vampire from a different place.
That's
That's
exactly what like I thought. Is there
Yeah.
like
out of character. That's my assumption.
Yeah, he's somebody else. He's not a good person. Probably.
He'd say facades aside, and he would actually you would watch his image shift, and he wouldn't be a nerd anymore. He'd look like he was like elvish, but he's got like
holy
gray
shit?
skin. So he had some
I
kind
want to
of
roll
glamour going.
Arcana and to see what I know about Barovia.
You're outside, sir.
Oh shit, I'm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna come wandering in after him and I will probably just be like tripping balls and be like laughing. Make the room real awkward when we come in, just be like, whoa, kind of serious in here.
Okay, those of you outside, you just start walking towards the entrance, Toadstool. Exulti, when you look up to see where Toadstool's wandering off to for his own safety, you realize there's no guards outside to keep anymore.
Oh,
So map wise, are we on this map yet?
You're outside that blue area. You're basically
Yeah.
in the
So the room we would be walking into is this blue room.
the first part where the gray staircase is. Like no,
Yeah.
you're probably starting to walk up the gray stairs because to the side of that would be like the portcullis would be in the center of the gray staircase.
Yeah. So we would be coming in from the bottom down here.
Yeah, well you are. Exulti's
Okay.
noticing that the portcullis is open and the side door is open and there's no guards anymore. And you just are doing a toadstool and just walking right into the place.
Yep. I'm just gonna look past all the bodies and all the blood and everything, be like, yeah, nice place.
I knew bringing Ingo in here was the right choice.
You get into the antechamber, well, past the antechamber into the main hall, and you notice there's 2 staircases as showing. There's blood and blood drag marks to the stairs, the gray stairs to the south. There's no guards of any kind in here. And then there's a set of double doors which are closed, which have really fancy heraldry and woodworking designs on the outside of them.
That's
Out of
these
character, Ingo, your ninjas just took out like 20 people.
Well, 30, but who's counting?
So, out of character, if I start to like feel fear, like I'm like, okay, like I feel like we might be in danger, do the quote unquote ninjas, can they pick up on that?
I don't think they're reading your mind. They're reading the situation.
So they're just okay, because I'm like a little confused. 'Cause so they're like just always around us.
Well, I can't tell you that. That ruins the fun.
Okay, all right, I'll let this unfold. That's cool.
I was gonna say, so far out of character, we have evidence, like somebody watching from the outside watching TV. We have information, and that information implies that you have a shadow clan of drow ninja following you, and if you are in danger at all, they eliminate that danger. And having noticed that, I happily brought you into this situation.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the blurry spots that I saw outside, I'm gonna be looking around, just kind of like walking up to where the rest of everybody else is talking, and
Every now
walking
and then you would see a blurry thing, but then it would just disappear into the shadows.
in the rooms and in
In
the rooms here inside.
Yeah, as you're wandering around, this place is fucking deserted. There's like nobody in here.
Yeah. So I'm just
And every
gonna
now
walk
and then,
around
out of the
and
corner of
like,
your eye, you would see like one of the predator images, but then it would just disappear, and you would look again, and it's like there was a shadow there.
yeah, I'm just gonna be. I mean, if somebody looked at me just like standing there, I'm gonna look
No,
like
there's
an
no
idiot,
one
just
in
kind of
here
like
that you're seeing.
just looking around at everything. It's like, yeah, well, nice place. So I'm gonna walk up to these guys talking to the guy that they're talking to. I kind of so Orange was Wolverine, but who's the guy that's from Barovia? Not Honeycut.
Greystone.
Okay.
Greystone.
Can we get some tokens on the map just so I can like try to?
Oh
keep
yeah, sure.
this
Sorry,
straight? Okay.
I was just waiting until a little more was explored.
So are you all following Toad in?
Well, it's
Huh?
up on. It's holy Christ, that's big. All right, whatever. It's fine. There's not going to be combat in here.
We're not gonna fight the vampire dude.
I mean, you can if you want. Like I said, I'm not going to stop you.
Sounds like he's not going to make the first move.
So I'm just gonna ask if he'll give us the stone. Like we don't have time to negotiate. When we achieve what we need to achieve, we'll come back and we can do something for you, but we really need to get this done.
I can't move my dude.
Ah,
I shrug and I look over. I said, "You heard the boss."
can you move it now?
No.
Tiny fluffy bunny.
How about now?
Yep.
All right.
All right. So I'm up in this room, just kind of scoping out what's going on.
You come in towards the end of the discussion where Ingo's saying, "Just give us the orange gem, and we'll discuss stuff that we'll give you for it later." And then Rixelti and Salazar, it's up to you on if you want to actually enter the keep. Like I said, you both notice there's no guards anymore outside the keep. And the
Do I
portcullis
have
is open.
control? Sorry, I was gonna say, do I have control over my character? I'm not able to move him
Oh, okay.
since last. Yeah, since last
think we
session
still have it.
you had someone else move him for me.
All right, try now. Well, it's a different map too, so it's probably causing problems.
Yeah, hold on.
Toad, that's a big toad.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a big toadstool.
All right, Orange is just hanging around you, Vivian, because you have the liquor.
What? Sorry, I missed something. I was talking to someone.
Orange is hanging around you because you're the one with the liquor.
Well, I'm gonna go to the chamber and pass him a jug.
Okay.
So, what does our vampire have to say to Ingo's declaration or offer? We will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Holy shit.
But we need that damn hamburger right now.
He looks annoyed or whatever, but I've tired of this conversation. Just take it and be gone.
Huzzah.
He slides it
He's gonna
across
be
the
like-
table.
Smarter than he looks.
Felt
Salazar.
way too easy.
Go ahead.
No, it just feels too easy, doesn't it?
I'm just gonna look at
man.
him and be like, "What's the catch here?"
I mean, now there's a
If he's
vampire.
handing it over, let's just take it and go.
I agree. Let's go.
I'm just gonna be like, but there's always the catch.
No, let's just go. He handed it over. Let's just go. No talking with this guy. Let's just go.
He's like,
Skedaddle out there.
no flag statements. No flag statements.
I can't move my character either now.
Yeah, me neither. It's all good. Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
As we leave the building, I do mumble kind of out loud. I mean, I guess it depends on how we look at it, but now there's a vampire that's no longer pretending to be a public figure in nerd society. He's free to go off and be an evil vamp. You could look at that as if we have freed a vampire now as well.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna whisper to Lala, just we're out of the room, right? Like we're in the next room over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are definitely
Okay.
like, if
I'm
not
gonna
out of
whisper to
the
him,
van,
should
almost
we
there.
kill him? Should we go back and kill him?
I mean, I have a feeling that if he threatens you in any way, he'll be handled by I'm kind of hoping that all of these interesting things might handle each other, and then at the end we only have one to deal with. I don't know. You know,
I mean, I kind
really?
of want to see what would happen if you go in and start a fight with him. I mean, you guys are seeing these like blurry things around here, right? It's not just like I have vision. I'm not getting that
Okay.
vision. Am I?
I'm gonna
kick Toad and
I'm gonna
say,
grab
"You
the
see
necklace
nothing."
and I'm gonna say I need backup and I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna pull my bow and I'm gonna just shoot an arrow at him. I mean,
Oh, shit,
why
she's
not?
starting to
As you
fight.
turn back around and walk in there, he's not there anymore.
He's
Okay.
foggy.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he probably realized that all of his guards were taken out. That's probably why he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give them this shit, and as soon as their backs turned, I'm out.
He probably turned into bats.
Should we look for him?
Or maybe he turned into a wolf and just melded into the shadows.
Let's see what
could-
happens when Orange gets the gem.
Good call. Okay.
All right, 1 second. Took me forever. Yay, I did
He did it.
it.
Nice.
I love it.
Looks like an angry orange turd.
Well, there was one that didn't look angry, but I was like, no, he needs to be angry because of the background I gave.
More angry. Wolverine angry.
Yeah.
I dig it.
All right, so you're gonna give him the orange gemstone?
Yes.
Okay, and the same thing you're used to happens. Starts glowing, and he would grab his head and start screaming.
Hearing the screaming, I'm going to come in and witness this.
Starts rotating under the gem, and then he looks up and says, I have the power.
He would get the little symbol in his head like the other ones did.
Well, may the powers combine. He is now Captain Planet.
Yeah. Perception rolls from everybody. Well, what was your perception roll for, Toadstool?
To see if I could see the things.
Which thing?
blurry-
Oh yeah. Like I said, you're still seeing those
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
every now and then.
I got a 15.
Nope.
Salazar, you think you would see a shadow move?
I kick
I
Toad. and
just
tell him
pull
to
out my
shoot
weapon and like my sword and shield at this moment. Be like, guys, we got something moving over here, I think.
And Lalathian would see. You'd see like what looks like the predator stuff he's describing, and then it would just vanish into a shadow. And same with Vivian. You would see like a shadow move and then just disappear. It's too fast to really do anything.
I see nothing.
But your eyes are definitely playing tricks on everybody that got like 18 or higher. And then Salazar would have saw something out of the corner of his eye, but he wouldn't have been fast enough to actually see either the shadow move or the predator image. Lalathian and Toadstool, you would see what looks like a giant fucking bat hanging from the chandelier.
Like how giant?
Probably small size.
You size.
Huh?
How
I
size?
guess we size.
Probably like a 3-foot long bat from head to the top of the wings.
Is
Like
it-
just, it's a big
How-
fucking bat.
Is it curled in? So like if he was standing straight, he would be taller?
Well, it's just hanging from his feet from the chandelier at the top of the, above the table that's hanging above the table.
All right, I'll
I
point that
pretend
out to be
see
like,
nothing.
that thing, just keep, that thing's there.
And it has like glowing orange eyes.
What's it doing? Sleeping?
It's just
head
watching you.
tucked into it. Oh. I'm gonna wave. What's up, bro?
Well,
Just looks at
probably
you,
see him
doesn't do
waving.
anything.
So I guess I'm just gonna like ask it in animal speak or whatever. Hey, you seen the guy that was just like in here a little bit ago?
Doesn't say anything to you.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna shrug and be like, I don't know. I guess we should just move on with the gem, huh? Or what are you guys thinking?
I say we go back to the bar. We got orange. We got the gem.
Well, the gem needs to go in the well.
Yeah, we got to put the gem in the well. So we got to go back to the town, and then after that, we hit the bar.
Fair enough. It's been a couple days.
After that, we're probably going to need a night's rest because usually something occurs.
Yeah, the bar is an inn as well, right?
Yes.
We get that quickening.
Oh, and for the record as well, this is a multi-tiered mansion. I'm only showing you the first floor, so it's just for reference if you want to come back and explore it later.
If we ever want to go vampire hunting.
Sure. Well, no, I mean, it's a main point. It's Greystone's Manor, so I'm sure you'll come back eventually.
Yeah. I also feel like the nerds are probably relatively safe from a vampire. It's us and the others that, I mean, unless he's like developed a candy thing.
Well, if he is a vampire, blood's blood, so.
Do nerds bleed? Do nerds bleed?
Yeah, I mean, when the ones on the Ferris wheel that died, there was nerd blood all over.
Okay.
Oh no, nobody'll let me eat or taste one. Like I still want to know what they taste like. Do they taste like rock candy? Like what?
You want to go try and take a bite out of them?
You can ask the bat.
Yeah, I'll ask the bat. Hey, have you had one of the rock candy guys yet? Nothing? All right.
You would hear inside your head, yes, a little sweet. A little sweet, though.
Oh, shit. He says it's a little sweet. Or it says it says it's a little sweet.
All right, unless anybody stops us, I think we head back to town.
Okay, if you're leaving the manor, you would notice that Ingo and the Lathian would notice that it's remarkably deserted on the way out. There's no guards of any kind.
I kind of laugh and I put an arm on Ingo and I say, "Thank you very much for accompanying me on this mission. You made it a breeze."
Anytime.
All right, and you guys are outside the keep.
I'm gonna connect to the priestess and just make her aware of the vampire and ask if the people protecting us could find him and detain him or take care of him.
I'll instruct the commander. The commander that's watching over you is already taking care of the situation. If you wish them brought into custody, we'll do so. What would it be? You were attacked and we rectified the situation.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're not going to misuse this at all.
You hear what sounds like a massive fucking explosion and screams happen from inside the keep.
As we walk away.
Yeah. And
oh my God.
And you watch what looks like an even bigger. It looks like probably a 10-foot. If it was standing on its feet, a 10-foot tall bat like blow out of the fucking ceiling of the castle. Right as what looks like a huge dome of light takes place, and like it just got away before it got smacked by that.
I'm just gonna be standing there dope-faced watching this thing with my finger in my mouth.
So you would recognize
that was amazing. exploding.
Yeah, it would look like a giant nuclear fucking explosion basically happened in the dining room you were just in. And then you would recognize a joke because you're a druid. It looks like a daylight spell of some kind was cast. Which mega fucks up undead. So it looks like it avoided that though, and now it's escaped.
Well, that's cool. Anyways,
What? All right, let's put this stone in fountain, right?
Yep. We put the orange stone in the fountain.
Alright, same thing happens. Now there's like an orange swirl in the fountain. Orange is talking to himself. He's like, "Get out of my head!" Like most of the way back to town, but he eventually stops doing that. It's like, "Shut up, little girl."
If needs be, I'll throw another calm emotions.
He's clearly having contact with whatever that entity is that talks to him once they find the stone.
Yeah. Well, he'll be an interesting Lord of Color. There's got to be better phrasing for that. Colorful Lord.
Alright, so yeah, you guys will get back to town in probably 2 hours. You still got your wagon of crap.
yes, the wagon of crap.
Hey, I was halfway through getting rid of our wagon of crap. We would have maybe found some cool stuff. Y'all got impatient. But I understand it too. It's boring to listen to somebody talk for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you would hear, Ingo, you would hear, Harold, he is escaped, but we will continue pursuit with a secondary squad.
I thank them and let them know if there's anything that we can do to help them to let us know.
No, it'll be rectified. Alright, so like I said, the fountain makes orange swirls in the water now with the red and the pink.
You may want to warn your ninja clan that there may be a dangerous bone dragon out there someplace.
I think somebody already told them about the Dracolich, right?
Maybe they can take care of all of our mistakes.
I think we said something to somebody in the temple about that.
Noise.
I think. So what do we do? Like,
what happens
do we
when
just
the stone
sleep?
goes in?
What happens to what?
You said orange swirl, and then my
Oh
brain's
yeah, I was gonna say like we can keep BSing or whatever, but basically everybody's gonna get 3 levels at this point.
Oh snap!
3?
Yeah, 3.
That's what's been happening. We'll be up to level 9. Level 9.
And remember, you get max hit points. So.
Are we doing that now?
We can. That's what we can waste 20 minutes, and then I'll just call it at 6. But I mean, I suppose that way, if people want to start doing it now,
that
we can talk to each other to figure it out.
No, I've kind of got other stuff going on. I'm trying to wait on a Walmart order.
All good.
So I'm good with stopping now.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, you can go, Vivian, if you want. But I mean, if other people want to stay, that's fine too. So unless the majority wants to
get our characters done, I'll tell V that we all leveled and need to do 3 levels of character.
All right.
Cool.
Hopefully she feels better.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
Catch you later.
Adios. So does a lot, like, do you have to change a lot when you level to 9 or level up? Yeah, to 9.
You
We
probably
will
get some
have-
extra features.
Yeah.
Yes. Your class features you'll have 3 levels of class features and a feat and or attributes to pick.
Yep. It'll be less as a fighter because you don't got to worry about spells so much. But then your hit points will go up by a decent amount.
Okay.
What feat are we taking? Something planned for this. What was it?
Oh, I take that back. You're an Eldritch person, so you'll actually get some stuff. Or a Rune Carver. So.
Oh,
Wait, can I just do this on roll 20?
Yeah, you should be able
Or
to.
do-
Yeah, it looks like at level 8 you get an ability score improvement, so you can jack your strength up again if you want. And then
It's
your
that or feat, unless you're doing one of those whatchamacallit things where you're giving us both again.
no, like on her fighter features, it states ability score improvement.
My bad.
Yeah, no, the
This
thing you're
is-
talking about is, yeah, you get both, basically. So,
Ability score increase. Yeah, everybody gets that at 4, 8, and 12. And you either get to choose to up one of your attribute scores by 2, or you take a feat and most of those feats up one of your attribute scores by 1, and then let you do something else that's cool.
and I
So
think
is
what
it
I've been doing is letting people have a feat and then a +1 to a stat, but not the +2.
Yeah, which basically means that we get both. Yeah, so which is awesome. And that means I know what I want to do. Ingo, I would suggest looking at Sentinel for your play style.
okay? So the character Mancer is what I go through to do all this, the step-by-step
No,
process.
don't use that. Just opt out.
Okay.
You're on D&D Beyond, aren't you?
Yeah, but I think she was trying to do it in Roll20, but
Oh, it's way easier
Oh,
on
I-
D&D Beyond, in my opinion.
Okay, let me get on there.
it is, but like because of some of the modifications I've let you guys do, like D&D Beyond becomes kind of a pain in the ass. Like I know it was screwing with Salazar's hit points, like something god awful.
Pretty sure there's workarounds for most stuff these days.
There was, we figured it out, but it was not very intuitive.
Yeah. Yes, it doesn't like it when we break the rules, but we can.
Well, yeah, I was trying to even make like an optional thing, but I couldn't figure that out, so I saved that for another day.
Ooh, I might do spell sniper this time.
Hmm.
Nothing has cover from me.
What do bards get at this jump?
Oh, I get a bunch of stuff. I get more skills to put expertise on. So I will be I'll get double my profession points to a couple skills. I get the feat that
Do you get to,
everybody gets, and I get
do you get to
spells.
do your skills a couple more times? Or like one more time or anything?
I think I'll get expertise again if this character ever gets to, I think maybe 15.
And Ingo, you get 1 4th and 1 5th level cleric spell you can pick out as well. That you can
All right,
cast
let me
one
write
time
it.
a day. From your rune carver thing.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think my skills should be? These guys will be. They'll end up getting another extra +4 or 5. Do you want me to be a liar? Do you want me to be good at insight, intimidation?
I still
Performance?
think you're the only trapper though. So you're the trapper. I mean,
Sleight of hand and stealth. So sleight of hand,
does that help with like picking locks and stuff and traps?
it can technically when we're picking locks, it's supposed to be a tool. It's a tool check. So you're rolling your.
Well, I assume sleight of hand would help with that.
Just
can't-
let me know when you get back
you-
so I can bring them in.
I mean, what I would say probably, I mean, what I know of you, Isaac, you'd probably be more interested in some of the stuff that I would not say.
Huh. Well, I do
Like
also
I
have
can see you
acrobatic
doing.
stealth.
Well, I don't remember the first couple you said, but what were they again?
Okay, my list is acrobatics, deception, insight, intimidation, performance, sleight of hand, and stealth. I get 2 of those.
I mean, what I know of you, I think you'd probably take sleight of hand and I mean, intimidation isn't bad or performance.
Well,
Like,
Ingo's got intimidation, and he's not a fighter, but I mean he's social, so
Yeah.
I mean diplomacy for sure. Or so like maybe insight or
yeah,
diplomacy.
I mean, if you want to be
people,
boring and useful or whatever, like insight's, always useful.
well, I can only be as useful as everybody has patience for. Once
Well,
it gets
considering you're
rolling-
the social person, I would take a social person, and then you're the trapper too. So then I would take probably sleight of hand as a second one.
all right,
I
Yeah, I
kind of
mean-
look at you as like and I hope I don't upset anybody, but you're kind of like the leader because you're always the first to introduce yourself. You always explain to everybody what's going on, and then you introduce everybody else. Like I kind of feel like that like is your role. So
did
I
you
don't know if
guys
that
ever
would help.
watch the A-Team? I know I'm aging
He's
myself
the
here.
face.
but Thank you. That right
He's
there.
the face. He's the bard. He does the talking.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
and most
one
people aren't outright hostile against what looks like a giant bunny. I mean, it's not like a giant bunny screams, attack it.
Kill him dead with fire.
Hey, real quick, can you import your character sheet from Roll20 to D&D Beyond, or do I have to do it all over
Yes,
again?
but Isaac has to explain that, I think.
It's the opposite. You can export from D&D Beyond to Roll20, but not the other way around.
Didn't I kind of make your sheet though?
And
Ingo, I
if you
thought.
made it in D&D Beyond, you can roll from D&D Beyond straight into Roll20.
Well,
You
Ingo's
have to have-
sheet actually kind of already exists in Roll20, so
Yeah,
like,
so you
it's
can have
made.
a minimal character sheet in Roll20 just to keep your rolls in there. But we would have 2 tabs open that you just kind of flip flop between.
Ooh, ritual
Okay.
casting would be good.
So realistically, I should just have my perception check in Roll20, but I'm too lazy.
And I completely forgot to turn on max hit points, I think.
Where do you do that?
I'm looking now. thought it was in character creation. At the very beginning where it says home, I believe it's in there. Hit point type. Manual. Fixed is half, so manual I guess you have to do, and then you got to change it by hand. Because I believe fixed only ever gives you half.
So what would the you got to look up what the max hit points is for on crap. What is it? 5e.
So if you click your manage hit points on your class page,
Yeah.
then you can go in there and it will say under potential values, fixed value, total average, and total possible. So you would just go up to override hit points, I assume, and put in your total possible and hit apply. Kablam. And that did it.
All right, there you go. Ingo, I adjusted your hit points, your level, and your stats in Roll20. So just opt out of the
so
character mancer thing, and then hit where it says like core, and like you do have a character sheet, and it's even got like your items and stuff, so you can click your weapons in it. So I think we did kind of set this up.
Yeah. So
you got 42 more hit points this level, and then I upped your strength one, and then I upped your dex, so they're even numbers. So.
And then what do I just find
and
a
then
couple
you
spells?
pick a feat. Yeah, and then you pick a feat, which what did you say, Isaac? Sentinel?
I suggest she check out Sentinel, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe look at feats.
Okay.
Yeah, I chose Sentinel. It looks pretty decent, so.
Yeah, when you're a melee tank, basically if somebody attacks somebody other than you, I think it opens up the ability for an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, an attack of opportunity, and it reduces their speed to 0.
Yeah, so they can't really get away from you. They have to.
Right.
Okay.
And then you get a 4th level cleric spell and a 5th level cleric spell because of your rune carver.
Okay, cleric.
And then as a class feature, you now get what's called Indomitable. And it's basically like if you fail a saving throw, you can try again and you use your class level instead. So like it gives you a ridiculous chance to succeed. So it's like if you fail something that would probably kill your ass, you would use that ability to like not die.
And you said Indomitable?
Yeah, it's called Indomitable.
Oh, okay.
It's in the fight. Like if you go to fighter, it explains what it does.
Okay. And that's all I'm adding to my character sheet?
I want to say,
4th
yeah.
level, 5th level, the feat, and then that.
Oh, and your proficiency bonus goes up 1. But the sheet should know that, right? Because she's level 9. Yeah, I think
I would assume so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it jacked her attack up because it looks like it went from 9 to 10, which checks out.
Hello.
Oh, you also get something called Tactical Master. What does that do?
Technical master?
You are master of tactics.
Oh, so it's like the weapon abilities, and then you can cause the weapon to not only do the weapon ability, but then do something on top of it as well, like push, sap, or slow. So it's like the weapon ability plus one of those 3.
I was thinking about doing dual wielding, but yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
But but for a tank though,
Well, there are like Whirling Dervish that get. I mean, there are builds. Well, there used to be in third edition where if you dual wielded, you could be a good tank.
Yep, comes down to whether or not you want a shield or a
Pick up that
two-handed
next feat then.
I mean, shields are useful against breath weapons, though. I mean, you're not going to block a breath weapon with 2 weapons. Like,
I mean, it could be possible if you imbue it as a defensive thing.
Hmm? Surface area, my friend. Surface area. If
but
you
I mean,
got
blocking
something-
weapon strikes with dual wielding is possible.
I could see it working with like a rune of force shield or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's probably higher level. So.
Hey, do we
So I
want
did,
a mascot? I could take Awaken and we could like find a cute animal. We could awaken them and they could be our mascot.
We got you. Why would we need another cute animal?
I know we have a bunny.
Why we need another?
You already have a mascot. It's a Dracolich, man.
We put that on our pirate flag.
Oh my god, that show was so good. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to watch Our Flag Means Death. It's just so hilarious.
I haven't seen the latest season, I don't think.
Yeah, there
Our
was supposed to
Flag
be
Means
3.
Death?
Yeah, Our Flag Means Death. It's flippin' hilarious, and there's 2 seasons of it, and I've watched it all, and there was supposed to be a 3rd season, but they canceled it. And the 3rd season was supposed to give closure, and I was super pissed when I found that out, because they ended it where, like, it would have went into the 3rd season, but they also ended it where, like, it's an end.
Oh, this looks great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I watched it. It's actually pretty good.
So do I have to focus on any school for the spell?
No, just
Like divination?
you can technically take
whatever?
a 4th or 5th wizard spell, but I would go with cleric being that's gonna be more beneficial because, and for 5th level cleric spell, you can actually take Raise Dead. So you would actually be able to like Raise Dead, which I mean, I think also Joe would be able to do it, but
I took Revivify.
oh, that's true.
Yeah. I was gonna say, raise dead. You're talking about raising skeletons. You're gonna be a necromancer.
No, like no. Well, isn't it Raise Dead is 1 day per character level or something, right?
Oh. You mean the healing? You mean
The healing Raise Dead, yeah, where it's like better than Revivify, but not as good as Resurrection or True Resurrection.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
And Joe gets, Toadstool gets reincarnation.
So Raise Dead is it works on it doesn't work on like dead people or like skeletons?
They'd be dead. Like Raise Dead only works on a corpse that's been dead 1 day per your character level. So like if a body was 9 days dead, you'd be able to bring it back to life.
So he's talking Raise Dead. I was talking Animate Dead, I believe.
Yeah, or Create Undead.
Yeah, animate. Yeah, animate dead something else. I think I can animate the dead. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Raise Dead. Casting time is an hour. With a touch, you revive a dead creature if it has been dead no longer than 10 days and it wasn't undead when it died.
Well, I mean, that's how Revivify is similar too. It's a touch spell.
Yeah, Revivify though is like right away, like it's within.
Yeah, it's like that earlier version. It goes Revivify, Raise Dead, Resurrection, True Resurrection.
Right.
Where the hell?
Just so y'all know, I very much plan on taking telepathic bond. So we gonna be all up in your heads.
It's a definite way to get ahead of the DM on a lot of things.
It's fucking great.
Which will be interesting if Annika's correct that the High Priestess can read her mind, because then you'll have an unknown participant.
Sweet. Well, and I love it because it's a ritual spell. And oh, did I want to take that feat?
What would be a
Isaac.
good 4th level cleric spell?
What up, Joe? There is a number of great 4th level spells. I don't know if they're
Are there
cleric.
more than? Because I'm looking at the character class. Are there more than this?
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
What was
10?
your question, Joe?
Sorry,
I
Joe.
was wondering which feat I should take.
Oh, as a druid?
Yeah.
Druid? Well, you like your shape
Come on, Bella. She just came out, so I just got out there. Get him, Bella.
So lucky is a good feat, I believe. For a druid.
Get him! Get him!
I'm wondering if I should make that meatloaf.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
It's how it is go out.
Um,
That's already made. But we can make hamburgers then. We'll see.
Let me check really quick. I had to switch to one of my other characters because I've been tinkering.
I was
with
kind of
everything.
flipping through and I saw like Crusher. You can push people around. I forgot the other one. And if you crit, you can everybody gets advantage on their next roll until next turn. But I think I like luck better than that.
So let's see here. Elemental Adept, if you have a specific type of energy that you want to be able to use without having to worry about resistance. Like, say you were a fire druid or you wanted to do poison damage regularly, then you should take Elemental Adept. I took Fade. Oh, are you a Warcaster yet?
No.
Then you should take Warcaster or Lucky. Either of those would be good for you. It would give you advantage on concentration saves and allow you to do a attack of opportunity using your spell if something provoked said attack of opportunity. Specifically, this helps you with concentration spells.
What's the door?
I thought you came back, so I was going to see if we brought if that.
Do druids have many concentration
I told you to
spells?
come
though?
get me for that.
The majority of druid spells are concentration spells.
Are they? Oh.
Like when you start summoning animals and stuff like those are all concentration spells. They'll have a little C next to them in D&D Beyond. And you can only have one of those active at a time.
Yeah.
And if you take
my phone is low because of D&D.
I posted a link or whatever that lets you
I'm-
narrow spells down. So, and it should give you a list of, well, at least the books I have. Your mic is hot, Salazar, just so you know.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here.
All right, have a good one, man.
All righty.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.
So
Yeah.
if you take damage while you have a concentration spell going, then you have to roll a con save based either on a DC 10 or the damage taken, I believe.
Oh.
To see if that spell, if you keep concentration on it. If you don't, the spell ends. That's why con saves are important. So the Warcaster gives you advantage on that, meaning anytime you have to roll that, you get to roll 2 dice and take the best roll. It also makes it so you can use it. Your attack of opportunity can be a spell. So if say somebody came up, hit you, and then ran away, as they were running away, you could use your reaction to cast a spell at them.
Even while I'm concentrating, or like just in not.
Yes, as long as it's not another concentration spell.
Okay, that's not bad. But they would have to move out of range.
They would have to provoke in some way. There's a few ways to provoke, but that's the
Yeah,
most reliable. But there are feats like the Sentinel that gives you the for them with Sentinel, if they attack somebody else, that provokes. So if you were a Warcaster with Sentinel, if they came up and attacked somebody else, then you could cast a spell at them, and their thing would go to 0. I believe is how that would work, unless it says melee.
Oh, I was gonna say, Annika. So what I would pick out of the 4th level is shown here, if on that link I sent you. Death Ward and Freedom of Movement are very solid choices. Freedom of Movement, basically, if somebody casts web, it doesn't work. If the ground is slippery with grease, it has no effect. Death Ward is basically like you cast it on one person, and if they take damage that would normally kill them or bring them below 0 hit points, they're put at 1 hit point, and then the spell ends. So, like, if you had like 4 hit points left and something hit you for like 300 points of damage, it would only do like it would only drop you to 1. So that's a hell of a nice spell. Or Control Water and Stone Shape. Those are my personal favorites. Those are badass spells too.
What was the first one you said?
Freedom of Movement.
Freedom of movement?
That basically, I think that even affects when you're in water. So like if you were in water, you would it would have no effect. You wouldn't need like piercing weapons to do maximum damage. You'd be able to swing a sword like normal.
Okay. So freedom of movement for 4th level, is that right?
Or Death Ward.
Yeah.
Or Control Watt. I personally, if you want to be a tank, or even if you're a fighter who's probably going to get attacked more than the rest of the party, I would take Death Ward, because then if something potentially kills you, not only does it not kill you, it just drops you to 1 hit point.
Okay.
And Control Water is just, it can be manipulated, and it's so useful, and so is Stone Shape. But I mean, so it's a tough call on which one, but I would say Death Ward, Control Water, or Stone Shape is what I would pick. Freedom of Movement, I think Wizards get that, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Goblin takes that. So, or I think the Druid will get it as well, just by default.
What is it?
Freedom of Movement.
Oh,
I think I want to take Death Ward for the 4th level.
Okay. Yeah, Druids get Freedom of Movement, so Joe's gonna get it by default. So, or potentially you could get, because you're a Divine Caster, so you can pick whatever. She only gets 1.
Yep, same here. Well, I get 2.
And Death Ward you can cast that on other people too if you want. So.
Okay. And then
how do you feel about teleportation?
Me or what?
Yeah, you. It's your campaign.
Well, you've seen a lot of it already, and I mean, other people are even doing it for you, and I'm not upset about it. So,
Fair.
you want to planes travel? I mean, you're a veteran D&D player. You know how that can go south.
I do.
Last night, Toadstool and I were talking to your brother, and he was like, "Planes travel's the devil." Like he was just, he did not like that.
I'm sure he had some stories to share.
Yeah, he was like, "You got to make deals just to get back to your plane." He's like, "It's bullshit."
That is only if you don't have somebody who can cast the right spells.
That's true. Well, or you're in that campaign. I forget what it's called, but it's like a paladin in hell. Like it's just, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that old school 2nd edition one. That is just so brutal. I don't know if you can take teleport. That's fine. I mean,
Well, it is a muted form of teleport. I want to say it's teleportation circle. It's like
Oh, so it's
teleport.
like the one from the movie, basically, like within vision.
No, it's more like a Stargate. You need a phone number.
Oh, okay, so you have to preset it. Okay, that's fine.
Like you can teleport to any place that you know the circle, you know the ritual circle for. So if you know the phone number, then you can activate the circle.
If it's on your spell list, I mean, I'm not going to stop you from taking it. That's not fair.
Well, there's a lot of stuff on the spell list that they suggest you talk to your GM about before taking it. You don't want to break people's worlds wide open and make
Well,
the
in my
story.
opinion, then DMs have to adapt. I mean, you're dealing with other people or whatever. You gotta adapt. And besides, you start nixing stuff, it really makes it less fun.
True, but it's also a group endeavor, so I have to need to make sure that everybody's having fun, not just me and
Well, that's
Michael.
true, but like I said, if you separate from the party and you do it for too long, you will get playtime, but like your playtime will be drastically nerfed compared to the rest of the group because majority rule.
Makes sense.
And you've decided to go off God knows where and do your own thing, so it's like you're only a sixth of the party, you know?
Hmm. I'm really tempted to take Ritual Caster so that I can put all my rituals in a spell book and have those spaces opened up for new spells.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Or you could get scrolls. I mean, bards can still use scrolls, right?
Yeah, but scrolls cost money and are one-time use, whereas the rituals, it means that I don't have to use a spell slot to cast the spell. I just have to spend 10 minutes casting
You
it.
you keep bringing this money up, and I just don't know what you're talking about.
Ha!
But I
So,
mean, it
you
is a
know,
good feat.
all right, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. We should test this out, guys. Who do we still have online?
But
I'm
Okay,
here.
we have Toad, we have an Ingo. All right. So we should test this out, gang. We have a wagon of loot that we've decided we don't want. We want to trade for. So why don't we see if the barter system works and if they have magic items in town that we can trade for?
You also have the spider chest of,
I was
of
gonna
God
say,
knows what. You packed that thing. Not only does it have 50 potions, you took a whole bunch of paperwork and scrolls and vellum from the cleric desks too. Like you didn't even have time to look at it. You guys are just packing it in until the chest was full.
he's not wrong.
And also, I
yeah,
find it funny that you put the chest on the wagon because the chest is an animated bag of holding or a chest of holding basically. You guys haven't figured that out yet. Like
Yeah, I
it
was gonna say,
walks and
right?
it, well, you know it moves, but it will follow you if you tell it. Like so, it will like you could take it into a dungeon if you wanted and like put stuff in it.
Nice.
that's cool.
That reminds me of a Terry Pratchett book.
It's like an animated chest made out of that weird green metal, and it's an animated object. So if you give it a specific instruction, it will even like defend itself.
Simeon Pearwood. That's what it was. In The Color of Magic.
I haven't watched that in so long.
The Simeon Pearwood chest can follow you around and help defend you while you're sleeping.
Yep. Well, that's basically what it can do. So it's like an animated object made out of that messed up metal.
Oh, I see polymorph. I'm taking polymorph. Guess who's
Oh God.
polymorphing? That would be me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys got to
Um,
be getting some power now that you're level 9 for crying out loud.
we got to paladin and a druid and all these potions. I don't think I need to worry about healing people.
Well, I mean, the hit points have gone
actually-
up so much. The potions really aren't going to help you as much as you think they're going to anymore. I mean, they will if you have time.
I chose mass cure wounds
Well, that
for
was
my
nice.
level 5.
Oh, instead of raise dead? Okay.
Yeah. Just because I feel like we're gonna need that. Maybe.
That's useful
I
for oh shit
chose-
moments.
Everybody speak to everybody in their minds and a psychic fireball.
And to reiterate for the audience, so far we got the first stone released a Dracolich. The second one released the Drow army, correct?
Yeah.
And the third one released a Barovian vampire.
Barovian vampire.
So was he Strahd or was his dad Strahd?
He wasn't acting like Strahd. He said his father was king of Barovia.
Yeah, he said he got his amulet from his dad. So his dad was Strahd?
Well, out of game, you guys are assuming he's probably one of Strahd's kids.
What's straw?
Three. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
ha.
Strahd is he's the overlord of Barovia, basically. He's the head vampire. He controls everything. He's also like the equivalent of a god or demigod there. He's the ruler.
So is this just gonna like unfold into the other campaign?
Oh no, I'm not giving away any pertinent information like that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no. I mean, that answer also like means no, obviously, but at the same time, it's more complex than that.
I'm really
Well,
kind of wondering where you're going with this campaign, Jim, because I mean, like, I don't think this is the pure blood nerds campaign that nerds came up with as a company.
Yeah. I figured that in the first Closet of Bodies. I was like, well, we're going on script, Jim.
I'm like, all right, I can see a Dracolich, but we just unleash like world annihilation with the Drider army.
Oh no, it's more complex than that. Everything will tie together though. It's not like this is just all little tangents I'm going off on. Everything's linked together, don't worry.
I mean,
But
I
no,
mean,
it has the nerds campaign would have been over in like 2 sessions.
sandbox campaigns often can be, We follow this tangent until a new squirrel crosses the path.
There's going to be riding the Dracolich with the necromancing lich guy that we're going to release on the next one.
Commanding an army of drow.
Yeah, commanding an army of drow against us.
I mean, the mansion, Greystone's mansion, this isn't even in the campaign. Like, I had to find this, and this mansion map that I found is bigger than, like, all the nerds maps in the books combined. Like, the nerds dungeon in the manor that you guys didn't even go in is only, like, 6 rooms. So it's like, you guys would have finished that campaign so fast.
Yeah.
So, besides, this is good.
It is good.
What is, I mean, so, like, what is the nerds campaign? Is it actually, I mean, it is, you are finding the the color of the thing, and just, like, taking it to a place, like, doing a thing, getting the color back, and then they, like, lead you to the next one? And
Yep.
you're just doing this
Yep.
6 times?
No, I'm being true to the nerds campaign in the sense of like you're doing it. It's just I'm adding a whole bunch of other stuff because otherwise you guys would be bored out of your mind, I'm sure.
All right. I want to do a thing.
What's
the thing?
Well, so my brain is telling me that we can utilize this teleportation circle spell to great effect. because it just needs sigils. We have so much vellum, which is basically like high quality leather paper. So I think I want to make a whole bunch of sheets of teleportation circle, not scrolls, but actual circles on a 5x5 sheet of vellum that
Okay.
we can basically just like post around and we can teleport to these places. Like
That's
as
if
we are
like
traveling.
that's if somebody doesn't screw with them while we're gone.
True. That's what I mean. You put it places where you think, like, put it under a bed.
Yeah. All right.
Put it, you know, there's ways. There's ways to put it, under the thatching on a roof. I mean, it'd be interesting if we try and teleport anywhere with a wagon, but other than that, I think we're good. We got to make notes. If we're going to put it on the roof, horses can't go through this teleportation.
Oh my god. I'm not just going to let you do that out of the gate, but I mean, we'll work through it.
That's why I
Where do
thought
I add?
bring it up.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I
Where
just
do
mean
I
you have to
add
manually do it. Sorry, Annika. What?
Where would I add Sentinel on my
Um,
character sheet, or
just your
do I
feats
add that?
maybe, or in your notes.
On the
I mean,
roll 21? On the roll 21 or the other one?
The Roll20.
Oh. You're gonna have to manually do that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay.
There should
Is
be a
there
little
stuff?
Yeah, are you in the character sheet?
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Oh, wait, is it? Oh no, I found it. Sorry.
there's a thing that says sharpshooter. Maybe you can add it underneath that.
Yeah.
My daughter says, "Oh, that's right."
We've got too many keyboards and computers opened up at one time here. Okay.
She also wants me to tell you, Annika, that the butterflies are attacking. I don't know what that means.
I will tell her I will get her a fly swatter.
Yeah. I think she got into the rock candy because I woke her up from nap time and she's like, the butterfly was alive or whatever, and it's a lamp. So she got into the rock candy.
She's having night streams.
Yep.
Source type.
Oh, and Annika, you can actually change your spells, just so you know, but you still only get one a day. Like, so, like, say you don't want your old second level one you picked, you could change it
Okay.
to a different cleric one or something, or like, so you don't have redundancy. So, say you had like Cure Light Wounds, and now you got Mass Cure Light Wounds, you're obviously not going to want Cure Light Wounds anymore.
Okay. So, when it says source type dwarf fighter 4th level for Sentinel, what would that be?
Source type is like I'm probably wrong here, but it's like I mean one of them is what book it comes from.
Okay. Do you have to put that down?
I mean, not really, but if you know
It's
it.
just so you know what it does, unless you remember what it does.
If somebody wants to look up the rule, it helps to,
Salazar has it written down somewhere because I think that's the first feat he took. So. The Sentinel feat is on page 207 of the Player's Guide.
Okay, thank you. 207, you said?
Yeah, 207.
Okay.
And I already jacked your strength and dex up, so don't increase them anymore, okay?
Okay. Hang on one.
Yep, I'm going with Ritual Caster. Because that opens up a lot of spells. I can be way more useful.
Sorry, now your strength is jacked up to 24.
That's a ritual.
Are you guys still there?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking something up.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to go quiet. My sister brought me a neck fan. Have you guys ever seen those?
Right on.
No.
Like to keep you cool
Okay,
walking.
so yeah, well, at when I'm working at the blacksmith shop, like I worked my first hot day there, and I thought I was gonna fucking die. So I
Oh.
need to get like something I can wear around my neck or whatever. So she brought me one today, and I hope this actually works. But yeah, it's so cool.
There's these claws that have this almost a felt kind of feel to them. You get them wet. I don't remember what they're called, but if you Google it, they're usually pretty easy to find. But as the water evaporates from the cloth, it cools you down. It's like a little cloth that you put around your neck while you're working in those situations.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
You wet it and you put it around, you roll it up, you wet it, you roll it up, put it around your neck, and the evaporation cools you while you're okay.
Heck yeah, I'll have to look it up. Thank you for letting me.
Is it a special fabric you're talking about? It's like not a micro fleece or something, is it?
It is something like that.
Okay. It's not a chamois wow, is it?
No, it's not a chamois.
Oh, all right.
No.
Just checking.
No, but it feels very much like it's because I have a couple. My I'm a sweater and I'm a custodian, so I work very physical, especially over the summer. It feels almost like a cross between a microderm cloth and like a rubber stopper. Rubber stopper is not the right way to like a mouse pad.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Annika, for reference, I had a thing I calculated out like in the old days, like for a bench press. Like your max press of your character right now is 3,500 pounds.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
Yeah, like you could bench press 3,500 pounds one time.
That's over a ton.
Yeah,
like
that's almost 2 tons.
tons. Wow.
Hell yeah, that's amazing.
So just so you know how strong your character is. Like,
It's only
strong
one
is-
time, guys. Come
Yeah.
on. Only one time.
well,
All right, I got my
she can stagger around with about 1,500 pounds. So
You got one of them belts of the giant strength.
yeah,
What is that belt
So-
called?
Yeah, if she can bench that, what's her leg press? Or like her
probably
deadlift
double
or
that.
whatever
Probably
it is.
7,000.
So does that mean she can like jump stupid high just in like standing and just be like
Well, that's where the strength mod gets added in. Like she'd be able to like, because jumping I think is multiplicative or whatever if you have a running start. So like, each point would become multiplicative. So like it's just as it gets higher, it will get more and more insane.
Is she gonna be one of those ones where it's like she'll just like run and do a jump and like the earth will crush under her foot as she lifts?
So like I think with a running jump, it's like ×3. So she would roll a dice, a d20, add plus. What is it? Plus. Sorry, I'm gonna play with your sheeting. Add 7 to it, so d20 plus 7 times 3, and then she'd be able to like lengthwise jump that far, which would be a fucking crazy distance.
What's her strength?
24.
Nice.
So say she did average, that'd be 10. 10 plus 17, so 17 times 3. So running jump, she would go 51 fucking feet linearly, like in a line. Like that's insane. Like that's like some Wonder Woman shit, basically.
What if you're fucking jump kick somebody? She's just gonna launch over them.
Damn.
Like what is it? 51 feet means she could jump over like 3 or 4 cars, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something crazy like that. She could jump over a bus if she wanted. All right.
What about do I? Sorry, real
I
quick,
gotta
do
kill the
put
stream.
down-
I'm sorry, but you guys can stay in here and finish your chat. But I gotta kill the stream. Thanks for.
Okay.
I'll see you next.
Adios.
See ya.